Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word, the podcast where we explore the fascinating world of English vocabulary. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. Our word of the day is classroom, an A1 level noun meaning room for teaching. A classroom is a dedicated space in a school or other educational institution where teachers conduct lessons and students learn. Think of it as the hub of education, the place where knowledge is shared and minds are shaped. It's a very common word, and you'll hear it used all the time when talking about schools, education, and learning environments. Now, let's delve a bit deeper. What are some words that are similar to classroom? Synonyms can help us understand the nuances of a word and expand our vocabulary. One synonym for classroom is schoolroom. For example, the students gathered in the schoolroom for their history lesson. Another synonym, although slightly less common, is lecture hall, especially when referring to larger rooms in colleges and universities. The professor delivered a captivating speech in the lecture hall. We could also use the phrase learning space. The newly designed learning space encouraged collaboration and creativity. Another possible synonym is tutorial room. This is typically for a small group of students and teacher. The tutor met with the student in the tutorial room to discuss progress. Or even seminar room. Typically, this is for more advanced studies. The PhD students gave their presentation in the seminar room. Now, let's consider the opposite of classroom. This is a bit trickier, as classroom refers to a specific place. However, we can think about places where learning doesn't typically happen in a structured way. An antonym could be outdoors or outside. Instead of staying in the classroom, the students went outside for a nature walk. Another contrast could be home. Although learning can certainly happen at home, it's not the primary function of a home in the way it is for a classroom. While some children prefer the structure of a classroom, others thrive learning at home. We could also consider workplace, as adults typically learn on the job. He didn't get a formal education in a classroom, but he learned all about engineering at the workplace. Another antonym could be playground. The playground is for fun and games, not for formal classroom learning. Or even break room, which is a place to relax and get away from learning. After a long lecture in the classroom, the students went to the break room to relax. Now, let's think about how you might use classroom in everyday life. You might say, I'm going to my classroom now when heading to school. Or, the classroom is on the second floor. You could also say, the teacher decorated the classroom with colorful posters. Consider phrases like back of the classroom or front of the classroom. Let's look at some more complete sentences. The classroom was filled with eager students ready to learn. The teacher arranged the desks in the classroom to encourage group work. There are 20 desks in the classroom. The classroom has a large whiteboard for writing notes. The classroom smelled of crayons and freshly sharpened pencils. The new smartboard has been installed in the classroom. The classroom is always buzzing with activity during lessons. The children were excited to return to the classroom after the summer break. The janitor cleans the classroom every evening. The students were asked to keep the classroom tidy. The principal visited the classroom to observe the lesson. The student that was misbehaving was asked to leave the classroom. The teacher displayed the student's artwork on the wall of the classroom. She felt nervous on her first day in the classroom. The school has many classrooms. The classroom is too hot. The classroom is too cold. The classroom needs to be repainted. The students were looking forward to participating in activities in the classroom. Every morning, the children would file into the classroom ready to begin their day. So, to recap, classroom is an A1 level noun that means a room for teaching. We explored some synonyms like schoolroom and lecture hall, and contrasted it with words like outdoors and home. We also saw how classroom is used in everyday conversations and sentences. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others find the show and continue their English language learning journey. Now, before we go, I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word classroom and share it as a comment under the video. I'd love to see how you use it. Until next time, happy learning!